Well, g'day guys, how you going? Rob here. Today we're looking at the KickAss premium lighting kit. I've already done an unboxing video of this, which you can see in a link up in the top corner there if you want to check that out and go through all the bits and pieces inside the case. What we're looking to do today, this afternoon and tonight, we're actually going to get them out, set them up in the marquee, and then when it gets to night time, come on back and just show you how bright these things really are. They do have the orange light, obviously, and the white light, with a remote control as well, which is great. Often you can, if you need to get out of your swag or your tent and it's pitch black, you can use the remote inside your tent or your swag and you turn the lights on before you're even out. So great little feature. But what we'll do is we'll get it set up in the marquee the way I normally do it, wait for the sun to go down, and we'll come back and see how bright they get. All right guys, let's do it. All right folks, what I'm going to show you now is just how to set these up inside your marquee, the premium KickAss light kit. It does have a lot of extension leads on it. I'm not going to use that many on this particular setup. It's more about just showing you how the lights attach to the bars and how they join together and different options you can do. And once the sun goes down, I'll bring the camera back out and show you how bright it is. Now, I'm not going to go into detail about what exactly is in the kit. I've already done a video similar to that, sort of an unboxing video, which you can check out here. And that goes into all the details about what exactly comes with the kit. This is more about just setting it up and hooking it together and seeing how bright it is for you. So you do have the two options of the remote control receiver or the dimmer. I prefer the remote control receiver, so I just leave this little concoction plugged in and in the kit all the time, so it's one less thing to have to plug in. But you can swap the IR remote controller out for the old-fashioned dimmer switch. Can work in the exact same way. So basically I have my power coming in, comes into here, and I've got it set to a three-way split. This comes in the kit, like I said you can check out the unboxing video and you can see exactly what comes in the kit. But what this allows me to do is I'll have the power, for example, coming into one corner, and then with this already hooked up in the three separate channels here, I can run lights any way I like from the one point. So 1 to 3 essentially. So that I just end up sitting up here in one of the corners of the marquee, depending on obviously where my power is coming from, which side of the marquee. I just loop that around twice. Like I said guys, one of the best things about this kit is the length of cable that comes with it. Now I've already just temporarily hooked up the power here from my 12 volt dual battery system in the back of the ute, just to sort of make it a bit quicker for you guys. So we plug that in from the battery into the LED controller. They all have these little lugs on them, I suppose you'd call them, little nuts, and you can tighten up, which makes it waterproof, or water resistant, I probably should say. So then power coming in, as you can see, obviously I do this a lot neater at camp, and coming up in, looped over, and now I can go 3 different directions with my lights. So for me, I tend to go 2 ways like this, just the way I normally set up camp. I might have my swag here and a table there, something like that. Now, just a reminder, when you're going to put these up in your marquee, if you go to do these first, just make sure that the male end, so the end with the prongs sticking out, that's the direction the power's coming from, and the female end without the prongs is sort of your next in the chain. That's something to remember if you were going to set these up before you run your power. Otherwise you have to go turn everything around. Alrighty, so the first one I'm just going to pop here, and I can come straight out of one of these little separators. You'll feel it connect through and then tighten it up. Don't need to go too tight with these little tighteners guys, just tight enough, just finger tight, and it's just in case any water might come through in any direction or something like that, just a bit of more protection for you. Now the kit comes with these little Velcro ties. You can use 2 on each, but I just tend to use one in the center. And what that'll do, stops it from moving. Now there's already magnets on the lights which magnetize to these bars, which is fine, but just a little bit more added protection. If someone bumps it really roughly or anything like that, it's not going to fall down with that Velcro tie. Try and use Velcro ties guys, not zip ties. Try and save the environment a little bit guys, otherwise you end up with all these zip ties at the end, and well, we all know how long plastic takes to break down. Anyway, Velcro ties, you can reuse them and reuse them. Again, they come with the kit. The next one along the chain, let's put it just up here. So as you can see, sits there just nicely, but again, use a Velcro tie just for a little bit more stability and security on it. Now obviously, as you can see, that and that are not going to reach. Luckily, they give you extenders. So they have 2 different lengths of extenders. I'm just going to need a short one, obviously, and literally come out of the loop through of this light into this one. Simple. The cable can only go one way. Again, tighten up the little joiner. Now, obviously you don't just want to hook it in like that. Otherwise you're going to have a choking, hanging hazard just here. So just run it up through the beams of your marquee, just like that, out of the way. And put your loop through onto here. There you go, no one's going to choke or hang themselves. And now remember we put this three-way in, so now I'm going to send two lights this way. Again, check the ends of your power. Velcro them in. Just one in the center. Actually, what I might do, just to show you another option, I'm going to move this light to here. What you can do, if you've got two lights right next to each other, you don't need the extension lead, guys. You can just hook them together. Feel around for the little notch. Tighten it up to finger tight. You have now hooked up your lights. You still have heaps of accessories left in here, guys. And like I said, you can check out the other video if you want to see exactly what's in the kit. Now, you are good to go. Obviously, you'd tidy it up a little bit, just make it a little bit neater. I wouldn't have my power coming in like this usually. This would normally come straight up the pole, but just for demonstration purposes here. And now, you're ready to rock and roll. Hit the on button. And as you can see, I've got two going. And then, just to prove that it is safe, guys, to touch, this one here needs to be connected to the three-way output. So again, feel around for the little connection, and voila. Tighten it up a little bit. And as you can see, all four lights up and running. And you can have the orange, obviously, or white, and they can flash white, flash orange, have white and orange, a whole bunch of different options there, guys. So what we'll do now is we'll wait for the sun to go down and see how bright they can get. So as you can see, guys, it's nice and dark now. We'll flick on our KickAss premium light kit. That little red light you can see is just my 12-volt extension lead. So we'll stand back here. I'm using the remote and we'll just turn it on. Boom. You can see straight away, guys, that covers the entire marquee with no problems at all. It's a bit hard to see on the camera, but it's actually spilling out all around the marquee. As I said, it's a bit hard to see, but it is really filling up this whole area. Now, with this kit, you can dim it. So that's obviously all white at full. And we can dim it down in stages, like that. And then obviously turn it back up using the dimmer on the remote control. It does also have amber or orange light to keep them mozzies and bugs away. There is a button here for full amber. Flick that. Obviously you get the orangey amber coloured light. And it does fill still the entire marquee, guys. The camera really doesn't do it any justice. Hey, it's like the moon out here now, having these on. You can adjust how orange or how red you want it to be. So you've also got this option here, which goes to a soft white as well. But what we'll do is we'll go back, take it back to reset. So this is all white and all orange, so both colours on at the same time. So this now, I guess, would be max brightness. And as you can see, it really does light up the whole area. It's a bit hard to see on the camera, but I'm 2, 3, 4 meters away and I've still got plenty of light, guys. So what we have is a little dimmer. So we're at full white there, and we'll start to go into the orange. So you can start to see the orange take over. You can do this in steps. So if you don't want it full orange, you can pick a medium step. That's obviously full. We can come back now into the white. We'll see if I can get a close-up of this. I'm not sure how well it's going to work, but we'll give it a go. So open white, full amber, and then we can step through. So as you can see here, guys, on the actual ambers themselves, that's full orange. That is full white. And as I start to bring the amber in, you can see the other LEDs take over. So I'll just reset that. So that's orange and white at full, what we call at full, so flat out. Plenty of light, guys, and it does have a flash function. So you can flash it, and you can slow down the rate of flashing. And that one there is at slowest rate. You can also have the amber flash, and again change the speed of the amber flashing as well. I'll just reset that so we don't all go crazy. So there you go, guys. As you can see, plenty of light, and it heads all the way out of the marquee. It's a bit hard to see, but there's a fence line behind me that's lit up as well, but the camera just doesn't quite pick it up. But the amount of light this outputs is just unbelievable, guys. If you're in the market for it, the KickAss ones, highly recommend it. They're just fantastic. And trust me, you can be seen for miles if you want to be. And the fact that it's got a remote control and it's all dimmable, and you've got the amber as well, makes such a difference, guys. You'll notice all the bugs will stay away when you've got it on amber. And there's still plenty of light on the amber setting. Another thing to remember is whatever you have it set to, when you turn it off on the remote, and then you go to turn it back on, it will remember the last setting. So if I turn it back on, we got full amber. Just to show you that they're a little bit clearer, I'll set it to full amber there. So when you turn it off, and then you turn it back on, it's still amber. It doesn't go back to white. You don't need to change anything. So whatever you have it set to last, it will come back on to. There you go, guys. Highly recommend it if you're in the market for some LED lights. The amber makes such a difference to your campsite too, guys, keeping the bugs away. The KickAss Premium Light Kit. Go check it out. Thanks, guys.